shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No I'm not giving up, no I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
family member. You guys fit that description perfectly.
No way. Jess, call them.
Into doing it by the other. Neither would accept responsibility for the original idea to take the money. According to my parents, given the amount of money and the fact that neither of them showed any remorse, they were looking at a hard time behind bars. In the short time they were on the run, they managed to spend $5,000 of the $50,000. Mason's parents paid it back and apologized on his behalf. They've cut all ties with him and had his name taken out of their will. Once they get out of jail, they won't have any friends or family to support them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm sure you must be busy. But is this the number for a Mrs. Maria Alvarez?
Yes, this is she. May I ask who is sending me this message, please?
Hello, ma'am. It's nice to meet you. I'm contacting you because your daughter has outstanding debts with our company that she hasn't been paying.
Excuse me?
Well, it seems that she has a thing for a waiter at a certain very expensive restaurant and was taking out money to eat there and tip him quite well. In any case, she hasn't been meeting her payment schedule. I thought you should know that we are treating this as a very serious issue here.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I completely understand. You are saying that my daughter borrowed money from your company and that she hasn't been making her payments to settle that debt. Are you absolutely sure that it's my daughter you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am. We have double-checked her information and confirmed that you are her mother. We asked her to submit references and emergency contacts in case of something like this.
I see. In any case, I think there's been some kind of mistake. I'm sorry you went through all this trouble, though.
Just another moment of your time, please, Mrs. Alvarez. We got this number from the form that your daughter filled out when she began to borrow from us. I'm afraid that our information is correct. As such, this isn't something you can simply turn off your phone and ignore. Your daughter's debt to us must be repaid. There is no other option.
Yes, I'm sure someone gave you my information, but I'm sure it wasn't my daughter. Anyways, this conversation is getting silly, so I think I'm going to stop responding now.
You really think that you can get out of the debt you owe just by putting your phone down? I'm afraid it won't be that easy. Let me try and explain things to you a little more fully. Not only do we also have your phone number, we also have your address and everything else we need to find you wherever you are. You do realize that you are dealing with one of the largest financing companies in the world here, don't you? What do you think is going to happen to you if you try and escape what you owe us?
I see. And just what is the name of your giant financing company?
It's Centennial Finances, although I'm not surprised if you haven't heard of it. We only get in contact with people we're interested in doing business with, you see. Some of our past clients have included politicians and other important players on the world stage. We've even dealt with presidents and prime ministers from around the world.
But aren't those all just politicians?
That's exactly right. They've all been politicians and powerful people. Now, do you understand the kind of company you're trying to make trouble with? We deal with some of the most powerful people in the world, and that's why we can't just be advertising ourselves all over the place.
And so that's why I've never once heard of your company, is what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie, this whole thing is just giving me a headache. I guess what I'm having trouble wrapping my head around is why a company that only lends to politicians would go out of their way to offer loans to my daughter.
Well, she came running to us begging for a loan. She said she had no money and had run out of places to turn. We aren't a heartless company and always try to help those in need. That's why our offices made a special exception to loan money to your daughter. Do you understand all of that? But now your daughter is defaulting on her payments and the interest is piling up. As her parent, it is your job to take responsibility and pay your daughter's debts to us.
I do understand now. I am so sorry for the confusion. You are absolutely right. As her parent, I realize that I have a responsibility to clean up the messes she leaves behind.
That is wonderful to hear. I'm very glad that you understand the circumstances a little better now.
I am just so ashamed of her actions. But don't worry, I know that it is my duty as a parent to take responsibility for these kinds of things. So please, tell me what I should do to fix this situation.
I'm glad that you have understood what is going on so quickly. It seems that you really appreciate the seriousness of the situation that your daughter has found herself in. Well then, now that it seems you're finally taking this seriously, I should let you know that as it stands, your daughter's outstanding debts are currently sitting at about $20,000.
$20,000? My daughter borrowed that much money from your company. I have no words. I'm sorry that my irresponsible daughter borrowed money from such an amazing company as yours. And just where did that girl even spend that much money?
It seems that she spent the money on all kinds of things, but most of it went into trying to impress the waiter that I mentioned to you earlier. And just what kind of family are you raising when you have a daughter so obsessed with the waiter that she borrows that much money and then disappears when it's time to pay it all back?
I really am very sorry. The thing is, well, I think I may have an idea of which restaurant you're talking about, and my daughter was born there. Ever since she was a little girl, she was obsessed with going there. All of her schoolgirl crushes were on different waiters that worked there. That restaurant is her life.
Well, that sure is a strange place to be giving birth to a child, I'll say that much. But that really isn't relevant to what we're talking about right now, is it? Now, can I assume that you will take responsibility for your daughter's debt?
I don't know how else I can express the regret I'm feeling over my daughter's actions right now, but $20,000? I'm sorry. I am just so sorry. Please understand just how poorly I feel about all of this.
Yes, I understand that you feel very sorry about everything that has happened, but someone still has to pay back her full debt. Or maybe you could just hand over your daughter and make her work for us? Of course, it might not do much to settle such a large amount, but it would certainly contribute to a large portion of your daughter's outstanding debts.
I see. I'm very sorry. I'll have to discuss things with my husband for just a while. $20,000 is so much. Such a large amount of money, I can't even imagine how much that is.
What do you mean? $20,000 is $20,000. The numbers don't lie.
I understand that, but I really do need to talk all of this over with my husband. It'll just be a moment, I promise.
I'll allow it to happen since it will hopefully give you some time to think about the way that you've raised your daughter. I hope that you know this isn't something you'll be able to run away from so simply. Don't forget that your daughter gave us all of your personal information. We can find you at any time.
Of course, I completely understand. Thank you very much for giving me a little more time.
By the way, make sure you don't mention any of this to your daughter. Do you understand? If she found out about our plan to contact her parents about her debt, then she might run away from home to try and escape. And I am sure you would just hate for your precious little girl to run off like that.
Of course, that would be horrible. I completely understand. I won't say a word to my daughter, I promise.
I'm glad to hear that. All right then, I'll be awaiting your response. Just make it quick.
Alex, honey, I have a quick question for you. I know it's sudden, but would you mind if I used about $20,000 of our savings for something?
What? $20,000? What on earth could you possibly need that much money for?
Well, the thing is that I just got off the phone with a collections agency, and they said that our daughter took out a huge loan from them. The person I was talking to was questioning whether I felt a sense of responsibility for my daughter's actions and those kinds of things.
What the heck even is that? That sounds like some kind of convoluted scam to me. You really had me going there, you know? I thought you were going to ask me about buying some weird vase or something.
I know, isn't it crazy? I was trying so hard not to laugh the whole time I was talking to this person. Anyways, I was just messing with him and seeing how far I could take things. This guy really doesn't seem to be on to me at all. He's buying everything. But anyways, he's still a scammer and criminal, so I figured I'd take a break and message you a little to let you know what was going on.
Oh, I see. By the way, what was the name of the company the guy was pretending to be from?
He called it Centennial Finances. I already looked around online for it and nothing came up.
Actually, now that you say that name, I think I have heard of that one before.
Wait, really? You mean it's not a made-up company?
I remember someone from the office mentioning something about that company once before. He was talking about how it's pretty famous for always trying to rip people off. It sounds like it's never a good idea to really get involved with them for business. So anyways, you should keep stringing this chump along. Then we can set up a trap and catch them red-handed.
Got it. I expected nothing less from my such an esteemed and talented lawyer.
No matter how much you can try to warn and educate people, there are still people who will fall for scams like this. This is the only way to make sure that others don't fall victim to these kinds of online crimes.
Yeah, I suppose you might be onto something here. The scammer was going by the name Rich. I wonder just how many people he's tricked with this scheme.
Anyways, I'm not really worried about you falling for anything this person says. Just keep him on the line a little longer. Do you think you can do that?
Of course I can. Except that I have a couple errands I need to run before it gets too late. I'll make sure and get back to our scammer friend later tonight once I'm done running around for the day. Oh man, I can't wait till we expose this guy. It's going to be so great.
I'll be coming home pretty soon so we can talk about our game plan then. Just hold off calling this guy out a little longer. Hey, just how long do you have to talk things over with your husband? Don't tell me that you're also thinking of running away from this.
No, of course not. I'd never even dream of doing something like that. I'm getting the $20,000 together now as we speak.
Oh, I see. That is very good thinking to get it ready so soon.
The only thing is, well, my husband thinks that we should wait just a little longer before you send away so much money. I think he might not believe that you work for a real financing company and is just worried about such a large amount.
He what? Do you really think you even have time to worry if I'm real or not? Did you know that your daughter hasn't paid back a single cent of all the money that she's borrowed from us? You're her parent, so it's your responsibility to pay back all $20,000.
The thing is, my daughter hasn't even been born yet.
Wait, what?
And so I guess that might have something to do with my husband being a little suspicious right now. The thing is, he just can't understand how the little kid that's inside me right now racked up $20,000 in debt already. I'll be honest, I thought something similar when you first reached out to me, but I can't think of a reason that you would have to lie to me.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make the fool of me right now?
No, of course not. You were right about everything you said. I can't believe that I let my own daughter get so involved with the waiter at the restaurant without even noticing. What kind of mother am I? I always thought my kid would be safe here before I had to give birth, but to miss something this big? I don't have enough words to describe how ashamed I am right now.
Do you think that this is even remotely close to an appropriate time to be making jokes?
It's the truth, I promise. I've been thinking back all day on what a terrible mother I've been for letting things get so out of hand like this. Wait a second. I just realized, Rich, that means that you've met our kid before we have. Would you mind if I ask, what kind of a person is she? Is she beautiful? I have to know. What did they say her name was? We haven't even decided what to name her yet. We'd just like to hear what your impression of her daughter is. We are just dying to finally meet her, and here you are already so well acquainted.
Oh, shut up. Do you think I'm buying this little act right now? You know that we have all your information on file right now, don't you? We're done talking about your daughter now, got it? If you don't want my company to destroy your family's life, then you better pay us $200,000 right now.
$200,000? I thought it was $20,000. What happened?
It's an extra fine for trying to play games when you owe my company so much already. If you can't pay the full amount, maybe I should send someone over there to collect it in person.
It's just that $200,000 is more than we could ever pay. Please, anything but that. You're right, it was silly of me to try and trick you with some silly prank. But don't you think it might make things worse for you if we told the police about how you threatened us after trying to scam us out of our money?
What are you talking about? Are you crazy? I'm tired of your games. Besides, you'll never catch me. Good luck, though. I'm behind 7 proxies. There's no way you'll ever be able to contact me unless I make the first move. And I already know everything about you. Your name, address, phone number, all of it.
It's not just the cops who have access to all of that, you know? So how about for the good of your unborn child, you stop the nonsense about police and just pay what you owe?
Oh no. So, you're saying that you even know our address? You mean you know we live on Briar Street? How did you find out?
Is that your excuse for an attempt to bait me? Of course I know that you don't really live on Briar Street. Why don't you leave the scamming to me if that's the best you can do to try and trick me?
Oh gosh. Oh no, this isn't good. I suppose then I have no other choice but to pay the full fee. Don't worry, I'll do it.
Oh, well good, I'm glad you changed your mind. Again.
I just have one thing to ask you. Where should I take the money to hand it off? If I tried doing a wire transfer for that much money, then the bank would get suspicious and start to ask questions. I think the only way that I'll be able to do it is by handing you the total amount in cash in person.
I see. You might be right about that. I'll get back to you with special instructions. Wait for me until then.
I understand. Hello there, dear. Are you all ready?
Yes, I am. I think I see him. A suspicious guy just walked into the park. I see him looking around. Seems pretty shady. I'm sure that has got to be our guy.
He really came? What does he look like? I have to know.
Well, he's wearing a motorcycle helmet, so I can't really see his face. But judging from his body language, he looks really stressed.
Yeah, I'm sure he would be. I mean, to try and scam people by texting random numbers, that's like a whole step from something as dumb as those phony ads you see online sometimes. And to really go out in person to try and collect this money, he must be a real amateur to let money blind him to such an obvious trap like this.
Yeah, you got that right. Can't wait to see his reaction when he realizes what happened. Okay, he just took out his cell phone. I think he's about to try messaging you, so keep an eye out for that.
Hey, I just got to the place where we agreed to meet. Where are you?
I'm terribly sorry. I was just at the bank withdrawing all $200,000 in cash.
Well, hurry up already. If you make me wait any longer, well, let's just say I won't be the only one that has all your personal information anymore.
You're right. I guess I'll just go wait at home then. Since you already know where I live, it'll be just faster if you can come straight over for the handoff. After all, carrying all this cash is really heavy and a pain to hold.
What? You think you can just change our plan? Just hurry up and get yourself to the park already.
If you know my address, then why don't you just come here instead, you little punk?
What did you just say to me? Who do you think you're talking to? Do you remember all the info I have on you?
Here, I'll give you one more piece. I do actually live on Briar Street.
What are you talking about?
I was just pretending to bait you the last time I mentioned that street. I guess it was a good thing that you just walked right in and showed that you don't actually know anything. By the way, I've already told the cops everything, and they're en route to your location as we speak.
You what? You have got to be joking.
Anyways, I think it'd be a good time for you to run away now, don't you?
I won't forget this, or the $200,000 you owe me. Oh, great, some other loser. And just who is this guy supposed to be?
That would be my lawyer and wrestling champion husband. If you can take him down, I'm sure you'll have no problem running away.
Oh, wait, hold on just a second. I'm just a scammer. I can't fight someone. Look, I'm sorry. I apologize for everything. I never had any of your information. I admit it.
Yeah, I knew that much from the start. You were never close to tricking me even once, you moron. I only ever pretended to go along with what you were saying so that I could lure you into a trap. And you fell for it magnificently. I really am grateful that you were such an idiot.
Oh, wait, please, I'm begging you. You can do anything to me. Just don't call the police. Anything but that.
In any case, once everything is settled and done, you'll end up in court for your crimes. Too bad for you, huh?
Please, I'm begging you.
You really are an idiot, aren't you? You should have dropped your whole scheme the second you found out that I don't even have a daughter yet. Instead, you just doubled down and tried to threaten me and my family? Well, this is exactly what you deserve for that. Oh man, this feels good. My only regret is that I can't see your face right now. I wanted so badly to see how you'd react once you knew that you were caught.
Please, just listen to what I have to say. I had no other choice but to do this. This isn't my fault. And if the cops arrest me, I have priors. My life will be over. Do you understand that?
Oh, you've been caught by the police before? No, I had no clue. Sounds like that'll really suck for you, though. Have you ever considered being a waiter instead? After that, Rich decided he had no other choice but to try and run. However, he was no match for my husband, who quickly had him pinned to the ground until the police arrived. After they put the cuffs on him, they put Rich in the back of their patrol car and carried him off to jail. After some investigating, all of Richard's priors, as well as previously unknown crimes, came to light. It turned out that Rich lived with his parents, held no real job, and received an allowance from his parents every month. Although I wasn't surprised by any of this, to be honest, I figured he'd lie through his teeth till the very end. Although he told every lie just as naturally as if it were true. That's why I was so scared at first when he started talking about having all of my family information. Thanks to my husband, everything turned out okay. Together, we made sure to be extra careful and took no chances in handling this problem. After all, we had to in order to make sure that our unborn daughter would be safe.
Hey, Kira, where are you? If you're not in the building by now, you won't make it to the wedding ceremony. Hello? Did something happen? Kira, answer! Are you okay? Just please answer. I'm worried sick. It's our special day. I'll kill myself if anything were to happen to you.
Oh my god, what do you want? I was just sleeping.
Sleeping? What the hell is happening? Are you okay? Can you make it?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. Tyler, I have something I need to apologize to you about.
What is it? Can't it wait till after our wedding? Are you on your way? I don't care if you're late. The guests would be willing to wait for just a bit. Just come.
I'm really sorry. It's just that I've fallen in love with someone else. Isn't it wonderful? I finally feel so fulfilled.
Huh? Come again?
I went to a strip club for my bachelorette party yesterday with my friends. And then I met a super handsome guy and I felt totally in love. It was literally love at first sight.
Are you drunk? You're just playing games with me again, right?
No, I'm sober now. But I may have fallen drunken in love with my new sweet pea. He's so beautiful. Literally crafted by angels.
Hey, that's enough now. This isn't funny.
And then we went with the flow and got ourselves into a super luxury hotel. Just me and the man of my destiny. So I'm so sorry, but I've decided to get married with him instead of you at the wedding. No hard feelings. It's not you, it's me.
What the hell? Are you crazy?
It's okay. I'll sort everything out. I'll contact the staff at the wedding and let them know about how the groom is going to be a different person. There's nothing you'll have to bother yourself with. Take a chill pill, jeez.
You really think this is a good idea now? Really? You're literally out of your mind. I can't believe what I'm reading.
No, it's fine. Remember, my dad is good friends with the people in charge there. Making a little change won't be an issue.
That's not what I friggin' meant. Of course you can't do that. Are you serious?
Oh, sorry. The love of my life is calling for me right now. Toodaloo.
Hey, wait a friggin' second. You're friggin' insane. There's no way that you can just call off our wedding at the last minute. Do you actually comprehend exactly what you're doing right now? Hey, answer me. Kira?
Hey, what the frick? I'm at the venue now and they said we don't have our wedding reservation. What the hell is happening? What did you do?
Huh?
Don't you dare play dumb with me. I told you yesterday that I'm gonna use the wedding we planned to get married to my one true love. There's no fooling me. I have the evidence here in this chat. What did you do with our reservation? I had even went through all the trouble of messaging the venue about the change for the new groom. But how the frick do you expect us to do anything without the actual wedding? Are you freaking mad? How dare you? You're such a child. You're just jealous you weren't the one to get married to me. You did this out of spite. You did, didn't you? This is too much.
Wow, no, I'm actually really relieved I didn't get married to you now. Phew, that was a close call. I was waiting for your reply all day yesterday, right after you just canceled on our marriage on the actual day, and this is what you come back with now? Wow. Are you still drunk?
No, I'm not still drunk. How dare you? Maybe you're drunk. How dare you interfere with our wedding?
Are you really in your right mind now? You're actually scaring me. Our reservation for the wedding was yesterday. Of course there wouldn't be anything there today.
Huh? Do you really think I'm that stupid?
Yes, I do actually. For starters, I don't know how the hell you think it was completely okay that you could just exchange the groom. I've never heard of such nonsense. And secondly, even if that was at all possible, how the heck do you expect to get married when you don't even show up to your own wedding on the day?
Just what the hell do you mean? The wedding is frickin' today, I know it is. Today's Sunday, you doofus.
Today is Monday.
Huh?
You've clearly mistaken the dates, Kira. Couldn't you even double check that on that little handy dandy phone that you have there in your hands? They have a built-in app for telling dates and times, you know, doofus.
Apps? I don't get what you're getting at.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You're too stupid to know how to use an iPhone or any form of electronics for that matter. Forgive me. Did you lose your wristwatch? Maybe that's why you've lost track of time. Jesus Christ, you've got to be kidding me.
Huh? Are you serious? The wedding was really yesterday?
Yeah, about time.
No, that can't be. But no! I remember it exactly. I asked for the changes the day right before the wedding. Yesterday. And that was Saturday night at 9. I remember.
No, that would have been yesterday, Sunday at 9 o'clock at night.
Huh? What?
This is just my theory, and nothing tricky about it if you just use your brain a little, Kira. You got drunk with your destiny, then went to the hotel to go sleep or whatever. Then you woke up by my texts, and when you looked at the clock, it was 9 o'clock. I bet you guys left the curtain shut because you're going down on business or whatever the frick you scums like doing. Because of that, your plain stupid hangover mind couldn't just tell if it was morning or night. So you freaking confused the time with 9 at night, not 9 in the morning. Sounding clear yet, dum-dum? But without realizing how dumb you could be, you kept on with your ugly business with your disorientated merry state until you got around to actually lifting a finger now. Correct?
No. Well...
Like you said, there's no fooling you. If you don't believe me, just have a look at the evidence here in this chat. Holy damn, Kira. Could you really be so stupid as to not realize the timestamps from the texts? Must have been some kind of night, huh? You were either too drunk or too high-spirited, or both. The truth you're looking for is all here, Kira. Just shows what kind of fricked-up scum you are.
Oh my god. Then, this means I can't get married with the man of my destiny.
What the hell? Were you even listening? That's not the point here, damn it.
Huh?
Do you have no feeling of remorse or shame at all? Not even a proper word of apology to me, or your family, or everyone who came to the wedding? When I had to announce your text to everybody went into a frenzy. Your parents were the ones to stand in and take care of all the shock at the ceremony. They had to apologize to everyone in place of you. Can you even imagine the aftermath we had to take care of because of your dumb, disloyal, and disgusting behavior? You're an utter embarrassment. Shame on you. And not just that, do you realize how much you hurt me? On our wedding day? Shame on you. Shame. You're actually a fully grown adult now, so you should know what you have to do now, right? Go straight home to your parents and apologize to them. I can't even begin to imagine how hurt they are. And you listen to them real good to what they have to say about your pitiful future and exactly what you gotta do to make up for your mistakes. 'Cause they're probably the only people you know that will actually speak to you right now. Me? Forget it. I don't want to hear from you ever again after all this is settled. Never.
Tyler! Please, I'll do anything. I'll forget about my destiny man and actually marry you for real. Just please, I can't pay for all this. Cancellation fees and emotional damage? I can't pay all this. You know I can't. You still love me, I know you do. Please, can you just pay all of it for me?
So, about that destiny man. A little bird told me that he's a regular at your part-time job. The cafe, right?
Huh?
So, apparently you've been dating him for 6 months now? Wow, the story just gets better and better, doesn't it? You really had me going with your bachelorette party story. You're really just full of lies, aren't you? I just have no words for you anymore. All your friends said that they didn't even meet up with you the day before the wedding. Your little story about falling in love at first sight? Going on the flow and getting a luxury hotel with the man? You had already planned on doing that all along, didn't you?
How did you know?
Wow, you really think your parents wouldn't let me know about all the things you confessed? What luck I didn't end up really marrying an inconsiderate pea-brain.
Why would they tell you?
Well, why the hell not, Kira? I'm the sad loser that got cheated on by an ungrateful skank. I have a freaking right to know, don't you think? I even know from your work pals that the man's name is Jim and that he's only 23. What the hell?
What? Those traitors!
Poor guy too. He didn't even know about you being engaged or anything about you getting married, right? I sympathize with him. I really do. So because of your dumb lies, he got the wrong idea and proposed to you during your little date on the Saturday, right? And you couldn't even control yourself of your morals, if you had any. In that instant, you were so overjoyed that you immediately changed your mind into marrying him instead of me for your upcoming wedding. Disgusting. Utter shame.
Well, you can't blame me. It was the happiest moment of my life.
Liar. You said the exact same thing when I proposed to you. Just how much of a scumbag do you have to be? Whatever you say anyways, it makes no difference that you freaking betrayed me. You were secretly dating Jim for months behind my back, for crying out loud. And it didn't even stop there. You had the freaking audacity to cancel our own wedding? I don't care if you come crying to me. It doesn't change the truth of what you've actually done. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard Jim's account. You took him straight to the wedding venue right after staying at the hotel to get married without actually discussing it with him first? I can't even begin to imagine his bewilderment. How the hell did you think that everything would go your way?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! It's all okay now. I don't want Jim anymore. Take a chill pill. Oh my gosh, there's something more serious at hand we need to discuss. First, I'm letting you get back together with me. That's what you want, yeah? I'm all yours.
Oh my friggin' god, you're just saying that because of the money you gotta pay. You really think getting back together with me is gonna exempt you or something from paying for damages and cancellation fees? Are you crazy?
It won't. Why not? I mean, if we get back together, it'll all go back to how it was. It'll be like before all the commotion happened. I wouldn't have to pay if it all goes back to normal, right?
What normal? You've ruined everything and you expect it can just all be fixed just like that? You can't mend what you've already broken, Kira. There's no way out for you with your mindless scheming now.
Why not? That's not fair.
Not fair? Look, how many times do I have to tell you? You cheated on me. You cheated on your fiancé. You canceled the wedding on the day that we spent thousands on. And now you think you can just get back together again like nothing ever happened. Jesus damn! There's no way of resettling all of this. Are you mad? There's no reversing your dumb mistakes. And your dumb mistakes are gonna haunt you forever.
No! Fine, if you're not gonna let this happen, then I have better plans. I'll go on and marry Jim. How would you like that?
How are you still not getting all of this? That's definitely not happening either.
Why? He even proposed to me. Of course he'll marry me.
Holy damn, do you not know how other people have their own emotions as well? And morals? He told me himself that he would never have proposed to you if he knew that you were engaged. He said he felt so guilty and embarrassed, even though none of this was his fault. You suffered the poor man. Why would he ever think of you as a trustworthy partner now?
Huh? He said that?
Yes! He's furious you tricked him. He even said that he never wants to see you. He's already broken up with you. It's over. Do you really understand what you've done? You've completely destroyed this innocent young man's feelings. I even felt sorry for him. He even made the extra effort to deeply apologize to me and the rest of the family as soon as he knew the truth and begged for our forgiveness like a humble man he is. And he didn't know better. It wasn't even his fault.
Really? He really said and did all that?
And one more thing, I'm gonna make it super clear for the last time for that idiotic mind of yours. Even if you got back with me, there's no way of you getting out of paying the emotional damage and cancellation fees. Nothing will change the fact that you have to pay for them. They're your mistakes.
Why? No!
If you had morals, you would understand. And that's final. You have to pay for your own mistakes.
Tyler, please! I really can't pay the fees. It's impossible for me now. Help me.
Huh? Help me? That's rich.
I got fired at my job. Something about the company losing money and all.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Jim, he's a relative of one of the main investors of the company at your workplace. Did you know that? Looks like word got to him. Boo-hoo. But I doubt they let you off solely because the company isn't making enough profit anymore. Word got around about you, and now you've angered the higher-ups. They don't want to see you anymore as well.
Yeah, they did mention that too. I didn't even get severance pay. As soon as I went today, they just threw me out. Even my parents said they were going to completely cut ties with me when I finished paying off all the money. And they won't stop pestering me to cough up what little I've got. But even if I gave them everything I had, I'll be beyond broke. Especially now when I've got no source of income. There's no way out of this for me. Please, I really need your help. In return for never getting back with you, can you just please pay all the money for me? Please, I'm begging you. Help me.
Well, I need you to help me by stop making my life a living hell. I'm embarrassed having you as my ex. And also, your reasoning makes absolutely no sense in me helping you. I don't know why you keep asking me. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Also, why are you always trying to find the easy way out of all of the damn time?
Huh? What do you mean?
Did you think I would even take pity on you and help you out after you telling me your sob story and all? Is this what this is? Damn.
But...
It's your own damn fault for getting fired, right? Stop trying to avoid your own damn responsibilities for once.
But I...
If you lost your job and you got stuff still to pay, then you find another job. It's as easy as that. Quit making excuses and feeling sorry for yourself and lift a finger for once. Stop relying on other people to pick up after you and hold yourself up for once. Actually show some effort to make amends for your own mistakes for once. You're in this mess to begin with because you have problems with doing this. Maybe people would treat you nicer if you had actually showed you cared about what you had done. Maybe they would be as nice as to accept payment in installments, or even extend the deadline if they saw you making an actual effort to pay back the money. But asking to be exempt from paying it all without even trying to do so? You're making me laugh. That's just flat out irresponsible. Ludicrous. How can you even talk to me like this after all you've done to me?
Then we're getting back together if you're not paying.
What the hell, no? No means no.
But
Quit with the buts. I have my own friggin' rights, just in case you didn't know. I want everything paid in full, and I am not extending the deadline. No excuses. No compromises, nothing.
you want me to suffer? How could you do this to me?
You haven't suffered enough. If you're not willing to reflect on your own actions, then I'm not willing to compromise. This is my final decision.
No, please, I can try.
No, you've done way too much now. You're far off from even having the right of choice. There's nothing left for us to discuss. Pay up in full until the deadline. End of story.
You scum!
Toodaloo. After that, the money was transferred into my bank account in full just at the last minute. Apparently, the wedding venue also got their cancellation fees paid up properly as well. At this time, Kira's parents contacted me to apologize again, as well as to inform me of just how they made their daughter cough up the money she owed. As suspected, Kira didn't make any plans whatsoever after our texts to find another job, or at least even put in an effort to make the money. She stayed locked up in her room and had originally tried to neglect her responsibilities. But her parents weren't going to be a doormat to her either. They crashed her door in, grabbed her by the collar, and forced her into a live-in workplace so that she had no choice but to use her time to work. The parents discussed their circumstances to the president of that new workplace, and they were able to get the money they needed just in time, in return for their daughter's labor. With that, they were able to pay off Kira's debts. But apparently, through the president, Kira's disgraceful past was exposed to her fellow co-workers. Now she lives every day getting the stink eye, enduring the embarrassment of her mistakes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more content.
Hey, Alice! I heard the big news. Oh, hey, Kim. What's up? I'm a bit confused. What news did you hear? About your marriage, silly! A little bird told me that you're about to tie the knot. Well, yes I am. But who told you? It's not exactly supposed to be public knowledge yet. Mom did, of course. Who else would? Jeez, Mom and her big mouth. And after I asked her to keep it a secret, too. Aw, don't blame Mom. It's not like she was trying to tell me. But she had a real spring in her step around the house today. So I knew something had to be up. And I cornered her and squeezed the information out of her. I swear, that woman. She just doesn't know how to say no to you, does she? It's been that way since you were a kid. You'd think she would have gotten wise to you by now. There's just one thing that I don't get, though. Why did you wait until I was out to bring the lucky man over and tell Mom the news? Huh? Are you being serious right now, Kim? Stop for a moment and think back over the last 10 years. Just how many of my boyfriends have you stolen away in that time? Mike, Liam, Greg, Paul. You're the last person I'd ever want to introduce him to. I already know how that story ends. Oh, come on, Alice. Don't be ridiculous. Are you still holding a grudge against me for that? Seriously? That's so petty. I thought you were better than that. I mean, we were still just kids, right? I hardly even knew what I was doing. How can you blame me for that? You should let it go already. Sure, when we were kids. Let's think back, shall we? There were those 2 times in our early teens. Then that time just before I graduated high school. You swooped in and stole Liam even though we didn't even go to the same school by then. And then there were those other 2 times in college. And my college was in a totally different city, Kim. I still can't believe the amount of effort that must have taken you. I think we're long past excusing this as stupid childhood pranks. Yeah, but Alice, was it really my fault? I mean, let's think about it logically. If you had put in the effort with all those guys and been the girl they wanted, then would they really have run off with me? If you ask me, it all boils down to me being hotter than you. How about you try putting in a little bit more effort to improve yourself before you start getting salty and pointing the finger at me? Sure. Whatever you say. For the sake of argument, let's assume you're right. You being hotter than me doesn't give you license to just waltz in and take any guy I like. It takes two to tango. And none of those guys would have left me if you hadn't been actively trying to take them away. You're hardly blameless here. Anyway, are we done here? Hey, wait a second! I'm not done yet. I didn't message to fight with you. I messaged to ask about the groom. Mom said he's a total hunk. You've got to give me all the details. I don't know, really. I guess it just depends on personal taste. I didn't exactly pick him for his looks or anything. Aw, look at you getting all coy. You can't brush me off that easily. Mom already told me everything. I have reliable sources. If Mom says he's hot, then you can bet he is. And she said he works for a huge company, too. What was their name again? You know, the one that was on TV the other day. Look at you, marrying into luxury. Pretty soon you'll have maids waiting on you. I'm so jealous. Come on, Kim. You know I'm not getting married because of any of that stuff. I just thought he was a really good guy. That's it. That's why I'm marrying him. You're not fooling anyone, you little minx. We grew up together. I can see right through you. You'd better invite me to the wedding, okay? No ifs or buts. I'll be there. Front row. With all due respect, Kim, I really don't see why I should. I didn't even want to tell you we were getting married after all the times you've stolen away my boyfriends. Do you really think I want you there at the wedding? Also, it'll just be a small thing. Just a few very close family members. So if you're thinking you'll be able to hook up with some hotshot businessman on the guest list, you can forget it. Aww, that's a bummer. I thought maybe he might be bringing along some other hot guys from his company. Still, I want to meet your husband all the same. So I'm definitely coming. The answer is no, Kim. I'm not going to budge on this. Sure you're not. You just keep telling yourself that. Meanwhile, I'll be over here in the real world looking at wedding outfits. You know you can't stop me deep down inside. I always get my way. I'm coming no matter what. See you soon, baby doll. Hey, I'm outside the venue now. You really couldn't have picked somewhere a little closer to home. Seriously? You didn't even get an invite, and you still came all this way? Oh, come on. You invited Mom and Dad already. How can you leave me out in the cold? I'm your family too, you know. Sure, I have just as much right to be here on my sister's big day. Mom told me it would be okay too. She said you probably wanted me here, really. Jeez, Mom again. Unbelievable. She never listens to what I have to say. In one ear, out the other. Of course she doesn't. She's always on my side, don't you know? I'm her favorite. I bet you didn't even bring a present, did you? Ding dong! That's the correct answer. You win the grand total of nothing. Where are you just now, anyway? You said outside the venue, but I don't see you. I'm over at the front desk. And as luck would have it, I caught a glimpse of the lucky guy as he was heading to the restroom. I knew it had to be him as soon as I saw him in that killer tuxedo he's wearing. Mom wasn't kidding. He's a total hunk. I'd like a slice of that. I'm glad you approve, Kim. Truly honored. Say hello to the two burly men who are on their way to escort you from the venue. You're not welcome here, and it's time for you to leave. Wait, what? You're seriously going to kick me out? I'm not allowed to come to my own sister's wedding? I didn't ask you to come here, Kim. And we don't even have any spare seats. If we wanted you here, you would have had an invite. Wait. You seriously weren't kidding. I can see the staff coming over now. This is outrageous, Alice. Better be real nice to them. I don't want to have to call the police. Fine. Be that way. I'm going. A girl knows when she's not wanted. But I've seen your husband now, and I won't be forgetting his face anytime soon. God, Kim, you sound like a too-big gangster. What next? You're going to make him an offer he can't refuse? Whatever. I wasted enough time here. Go home already. Scram. I'm going! You don't need to tell me twice. It's been a lot more than twice. Sure. Don't think you've heard the last of this, though. I'm not going to give up so easily. Believe me, I'm more than aware of how persistent you can be. See you later. I'm really sorry, sis. I may have made a teensy tiny mistake. Jeez, you again, Kim? I'm a little busy right now with my honeymoon. Or did you forget? What do you want? What is it this time? You're really not gonna be happy with me again. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? If you don't stop bothering me, I'm going to start using the block button. I'm pretty sure your husband is in love with me. He's sleeping soundly right by my side as we speak. He looks so cute. What on earth do you mean? I don't get what you're trying to say. Did you hit your head or something? I can't believe you keep letting your guard down, sis. You make it so easy every single time. It's like catching fish in a barrel. Shooting, Kim. The phrase is shooting. Tomato. You know what I mean. I bet you already know exactly what I'm talking about, right? I don't think I need to say anymore. No, I really don't, Kim. Stop being so vague. What are you getting at? What is it that you're so desperate to tell me? I'm starting to get really tired of your games. Fine, I'll make it real simple for you. I stole your husband. He's mine now. Just take a look at this. Isn't he cute? He's sleeping so soundly, like a little baby. Look at his little dimples. God, he's so hot even when he's sleeping. You sure know how to pick 'em, sis. A shame they never pick you back. I'm not sure I follow exactly. Did you take that photo just now? Of course. What else would it be from? What, you don't believe me? Fine. Maybe I should record him snoring or something. Hard pass. This is just a load of nonsense anyway. Keep telling yourself that, sis. You're so funny when you're in denial. How did you even meet him anyway? You got kicked out of the venue for the wedding, so I don't see how you would have had any time to speak to him. I found him on social media. He was using his real picture and everything, and I got a good look at him at the wedding. It was super easy to track him down. Had him in 5 minutes. I see. Lifting from the Doxer's playbook. Very classy, Kim. Real highbrow stuff. Well, excuse me for knowing how to do my research. Some of us are internet savvy, Alice. A shame you can't put it to anything of actual use. Though I doubt you have the brains for that anyway. Maybe it's better that you don't strain yourself too hard. Yawn! Who cares about that? There are way more important things at stake here. Just look at that photo. How does it make you feel? Does it eat you up inside? I swear, you must be so salty right now. I wish I could see your face. Nope, not really. Just mildly amused. And if I'm completely honest, a little confused as well. I don't know who that guy in the photo is, but he definitely isn't my husband. Sure, he isn't. Keep telling yourself that, Alice. Sweet denial. I already told you I memorized his face at the wedding, right? There's no way I'd forget in such a short time. It was definitely your husband I saw. The real deal. I'm 100% sure. I can see why you might have thought that, yeah. Makes sense. But that really is a totally different guy you've got there. I've never seen him in my life. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. I think I made myself pretty clear. Whoever that stranger in the photo is, he's not anyone I recognize. Plus, there's no way it could possibly be my husband. We're on our honeymoon, remember? He's literally right here beside me. No. This makes no sense. I don't get it. This guy is definitely your husband. I'm completely sure. Wait, no. I get it now. This is so pathetic. You're just angry that I stole him from you and you're trying to mess with me. This is all just a big setup to get back at me. That's pretty ridiculous, sis. Nope. I'm 100% serious. We're not even in the country right now. We're in Paris for our honeymoon. Didn't Mom tell you? It's afternoon over here. Look, I'll take a photo for you. Does this look like America? Nice try, Alice. I bet you're just off on a holiday on your own. Hey, wait a sec. I bet you knew that I was going to take him from you sooner or later, so you decided to book a little trip for yourself in advance. Spending a week in the city of love to heal your broken heart. You're a real romantic, sis. I'm not joking, Kim. We're on our honeymoon. I'm totally serious. Sure. Why not send me a photo of the two of you together then? I mean, that'd be the quickest way to convince me, right? No way. Why should I? See? I knew it. You can't do it. I can. I just don't want to. What do I have to gain by sending a photo of my husband to someone I know is trying to take him away from me? Plus, I doubt he'd want me to send you a photo either. He took one look at that photo you sent me and cringed. He looked like he had smelled something bad. Sure. You little liar, you. Watch that nose of yours doesn't poke anyone's eyes out. Believe what you want, Kim. But trust me, you're going to be the one who comes out of this looking worse. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm almost shaking. My big sister, stomping her feet and kicking up a storm. I'm getting pretty sleepy myself, you know. Maybe I'll cozy up with him and we can have a little nap together. Sure, knock yourself out. Whatever makes you happy. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have a honeymoon to get back to. I'd appreciate if you left us alone and let us enjoy it. I don't have the energy for this right now. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't come crying to me later once you realize I've stolen your husband and he's not coming back. Make sure to bring us both back lots of souvenirs. I'm sure he'd love a little taste of France. I have a whole day ahead of me here. I've wasted enough time here. Do whatever you want. What the heck is going on, Alice? What kind of trick are you pulling here? Well, isn't that a lovely greeting? I swear, nobody ever taught you any manners, did they? What is it, Kim? What do you want this time? That guy I was with before. That wasn't your husband at all. Why didn't you tell me? I did. Repeatedly. You didn't listen. I don't know what you expect me to say here. I never heard anything about your husband having a twin brother. Of course you didn't. I didn't tell you. It's not like you ever asked either. I'm sorry, should I have said? But he really does have a twin, right? Yep, that's right. I think his name was Neil or something. I've never met him either, so I don't really know a whole lot about him. My husband doesn't really mention him much. I see. Well, better that you don't meet him. He's way too good for you anyway. I hear he's the older of the two. And me dating the older brother of your husband feels like a victory. I bet he's way better at everything than your loser husband. Who knows? Could be. I don't really care. I'm sure he is. Looks like I win this round again, sis. I got the better end of the deal. I'm not sure I really follow your logic here. What makes him better again? He's the older brother, Alice. He's obviously going to be better at everything. That's just common sense. Oh, okay. Common sense, huh? Then I guess it's also common sense that I'm better than you. You know, being older and all. We're girls, so the rules are totally different. It's not the same thing at all. Plus, I'm way hotter than you. There's like no contest at all. So it's obvious that I would have snagged a way better boyfriend as well. It's only logical. Seems like a little bit of a double standard to me, to be honest. Why are you so desperate to compete over this stuff anyway? It's ridiculous. Oh, shut up. Don't act all high and mighty, Alice. You're not better than me. We're gonna be so much happier than you are. Just watch us. Sure, go ahead. I wish you both all the best. I've tried to warn you that this might not end well, so don't come crying to me later. I should say the same to you. You're the one who's going to be crying. Believe you me. Don't go strutting around acting like you're better than me anymore. Sure, I won't. Are we done here, Kim? Alice! What's going on here? I got a bunch of weird letters today. Something about returning items? Lawsuits? I don't get it at all. Jeez, can you stop this already, Kim? Why do you keep messaging me? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. What do you want from me? I'm the one asking questions here, Alice. I'm getting really fed up with all this nonsense, Kim. It's been going on for weeks now. I don't have time to waste on your games. I swear, every time I get a message from you, I spend the rest of the day with a migraine. Who cares about that? Hey, pick up the phone already! Don't ignore me! Wait a second, Kim. I'm busy. I've just spoken to my husband about the mail you received. Does it have a name on it at all? He seems to think it might be from Neil's wife. What? Neil is married? That's right, yes. That's what my husband said anyway. I suppose maybe she got wind of the fact that he was cheating on her. Jeez, no way! This is the worst! If you ask me, you're the worst. I can't believe you're going after a married man of all things. Do you even have any shame? That's really bad taste, Kim. I'm not talking about shame. Why the hell am I getting sued? There's a list of stuff here that I own. My love presents. Love presents? Just read the letter, Kim. You're getting sued, probably. I don't know the whole story, but I guess your love presents were just things he took from his wife. Obviously, she wants them back. And whatever money he stole from her, too, to pay for your dates and whatnot. But I'm sure it'll be a great learning experience for you. What about this is a great experience? Stop enjoying this, Alice! I didn't know! How is this my problem? Aw, come on, Kim. You said it yourself, right? He's the older brother, and he's probably better at everything than my husband. If he's such a great guy, I'm sure he'll pay all the legal fees for you. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sure he will. Awesome. Then all he has to do is break up with his wife and marry me. It's perfect. No problem. You know, you're really smart sometimes, sis. I'm really just repeating what you said. It's not like I've even met the guy myself. He could be anyone for all I know. Thanks a bunch, sis. I guess it's true what they say. You really can count on family in your darkest moments. That wasn't exactly my intention, but okay. Well, whatever. It all worked out well in the end. Catch you later, sis. I'm not taking any responsibility for any of this, okay? You tricked me, Alice! You're a liar! A total fraud! I'm going to sue you till you have nothing left. You won't hear the last of this! Wow, that's quite the storm of insults you've brewed up there. Lovely stuff, Kim. Not that this isn't totally hilarious and all, but I'm pretty sure it's you who's getting sued. You knew all of this from the start, didn't you? You tricked me! Nope. I only found out everything last night. I was in the dark as much as you. But I never expected that my darling husband's brother would turn out to be someone like that. An unemployed ladies' man with a whole list of debts and a string of failed ventures. What a character, right? Seems like your idea that he was the better brother couldn't have been further off the mark. Wait, what do you mean last night? Tell me what you heard. Who told you? Spit it out, Alice. We got a call yesterday from Neil's wife, and she told us the whole sordid story. Seems Neil is unemployed and doesn't have a dime to his name, but just can't keep cheating on her all the same. A real ladies' man. She comes from old money and seems pretty uptight. She had her woman's intuition about him cheating, but when she noticed some of her things missing, she hired a PI. That's when she found out about all the money he had stolen from her accounts, and she decided that enough was enough, and she wanted out. So she's been building a case against him, and based on the evidence he provided, she divorced him and started filing lawsuits against his lovers as conspirators. I guess the good news is, you're not the only one she's after. I mean, you'll have to go to court and there's no avoiding everyone finding out about it. But you won't go to jail or anything. What was it you said to me again? You sure know how to pick 'em, sis. Seems you've landed yourself quite the dreamboat. Are you making fun of me? Cut it out, Alice. Oh no, not at all. I wouldn't dream of it. I just think it's funny how different two people can be despite sharing most of the same genes. My husband would never dream of doing anything like that. Although, hey, look at us. We're sisters and we could hardly be more different. I guess twins are the same, huh? I'm so mad. At who? Yourself? No, at all of you idiots. This is all your fault. I think you're kind of misdirecting the blame there. Who cares? You've got to do something. Help me. I'll pass. You pretty much brought this on yourself, Kim. I don't know what else to say. Maybe it's some kind of punishment for all the guys you've taken from me over the years. I guess karma really does exist. Color me shocked. No. I can't pay. No, forget that. I won't pay. I don't wanna. You're being sued, Kim. If you want to settle, then I'm pretty sure you're going to have to cough up some cash and return whatever she's claiming. What? And where am I supposed to find $15,000, huh? I'm not made of money, Alice. I don't know. But then that's not really my problem. I'm not the one suing you. His wife is. She's the one you want to talk to. Maybe you can get down on your knees and beg her to knock a few zeros off. It didn't make any difference. She refused to budge. Oh, wow. You actually already did it? I literally just burst out laughing imagining it. Oh, thank you for that beautiful image. Hey, shut up. Anyway, that's why I'm talking to you instead. I'm asking for advice here. Oh, is that what this is? Really? Do you start all your requests for advice by accusing someone of scamming you and ruining your life? Well, I guess I got a little carried away, maybe, but... I mean, it makes sense why I'd be angry with you, right? I had a right to complain. You're really pretty self-centered, aren't you? Well, excuse me for worrying about myself when I have a huge lawsuit hanging over my head. Not exactly the time for pleasantries right now, sis. Oh yeah, I heard something else as well. Apparently, Neil is in a lot of debt. What? What? You've got to be kidding me. Oh dear. So you really didn't know? Well, isn't this embarrassing? His wife said he racked up big debts gambling. He really is the exact opposite of my husband. So much for twins, huh? Oh my god! He's the absolute worst! I'm surprised you didn't even notice that he was unemployed. I mean, he paid for all our dates and stuff. He seemed to have money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his wife's money he was spending. I didn't know! I didn't ask him to. It's not my problem. I wonder if she'll see it that way too. Oh, also, you might want to see a doctor. A doctor? What's that supposed to mean? What are you implying? I think the implication is pretty clear here, Kim. It's not clear at all. What's going on? Well, I did say that he had cheated on her with a lot of different people. And it seems he may have picked something up. What? Oh, God! Gross, gross, gross! Was one gross not enough to express your disgust? I'm sorry, I just keep laughing. I can't stop. It just keeps coming out. What's wrong with you? Luckily, they haven't really been living as husband and wife for a good few years now. Not since she had kids, she said. Small blessings, huh? At least you're not a homewrecker. Hey, sis? What should I do if I've caught something? What if I'm really sick? I told you, Kim. You brought this on yourself. It's really not my problem. All I suggest is that you hurry to a hospital and see a doctor. I'm too embarrassed to go to the doctor about something like this. Please, sis, you've got to come with me. I can't do it alone. Hard pass. There's nothing that sounds less appealing. Why don't you ask Mom? She's always on your side, right? Mom? Ew, as if. She's the last person I want to know. Aw, don't worry. I'll tell her for you so you don't have to do it yourself. That'll make it easier, right? What? Why would you do that to me? That's so mean. I mean, it's not like you're going to be able to pay the money for the settlement yourself, right? Plus, she owes me one for blabbing about my wedding to you. It'll be fine. Oh no! I'm getting a call from Mom now. Oh hey, nice timing. You probably better get it, Kim. I'm pretty sure she'll be way more helpful to you right now than I am. She completely chewed me out! You lied to me again, Alice! You knew this would happen! Wait, she actually got mad at you for once? Seems miracles do happen. She said she's not going to help me out with any of it. I'm on my own! What am I supposed to do, Alice? I'm screwed! I really don't think I'm the person to ask here. Plus, Mom and Dad totally kicked off and got into a huge fight, arguing over whether they hadn't raised me the right way and stuff. A little bit late to be worrying about that now. Mom spent so many years telling me to put up with your nonsense, that I was the big sister and I had to forgive you no matter what you did. She's partly responsible for this as well, really. Right? That's what I thought too! Plus, Mom and Dad are talking about getting divorced now, too. Wait, what? Really? Yeah. Dad was so angry with her for telling me about your wedding. He said she should have kept it a secret. That I wouldn't have wound up in this mess if she hadn't told me. Wow. But he's not exactly wrong, right? And then suddenly Mom was yelling at me and telling me that it was all my fault. She totally bailed on me and started crying to Dad and begging him not to leave her. Everything's so messed up. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I guess Dad is just tired of it all now, huh? Mom's been spoiling you your whole life. She's always put you ahead of everything else. As soon as you were born, she started totally doting on you and you only. It was like Dad and I didn't exist to her. And you think I asked for that? Please. She did that on her own. If anyone's to blame here, it's her. Her decision, her fault. Well, it sounds to me like Dad has made a decision of his own now. Sounds like he's done with the whole situation. So, how about you and Mom go off alone together and live happily ever after forever? Damn you, Alice! Now you've done it. I'm gonna steal your husband away for sure this time. I'll make him marry me, even if I need to force him. Are you being serious right now? You really want to go down that road again? Darn straight! I'm deadly serious. You'd better start filing your divorce papers. Okay. Sure. Let's say you do. Let's run through the scenario for a moment. You steal my husband, we get a divorce, and then... What? You're still getting sued by the woman you wronged. I know you're not used to admitting fault, but I don't see how you're going to solve this by stealing my husband. I'll just get him to pay for everything. I bet he's loaded. Kim, we just threw a wedding ceremony and had a honeymoon in France. How much do you think something like that costs? And how much money do you think he realistically has left in his accounts right now? Oh, and there's one more problem that just might throw a spanner in the works of your little harebrained scheme. My husband has been sitting beside me watching this play out. He's been laughing in horror at the whole thing. And he's laughing even harder now. Hate to disappoint you, Kim, but I'm pretty sure you're going to have a hard time working your charms on him now. You might have to let this one go. God, he's so mean. I can't believe you married such a jerk. If he's mean, what does that make you and Neil? I've got a good idea. How about the two of you get married nice and soon and you can work your way through the endless debt and child support payments together? Child support payments? Nobody told me anything about that. I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer when a couple with a child get divorced, no? I think their kid is in school now. A sweet little girl, I hear. I doubt a deadbeat dad like him is going to have any chance of winning custody. Oh, but you might get to be a mommy on weekends. That sounds fun. You've got to be joking. As if. There's no way I'm signing up for that trash. He can keep his problems. I wonder if he feels the same way. He's unemployed. Once the payments start piling up, I doubt he'll want to let you go. Co-signing, guarantor, those aren't jokes. You're legally responsible for stuff now. He's already not letting me go. It's already started. The guy is hounding me. And I'm getting calls from creeps I don't know about loans. Oh, go figure. I guess you can't ignore reality anymore. This is so funny. I should go get some popcorn or something. Make a real night of it. This isn't a joke, Alice. It's really serious. He's blaming me for his divorce and demanding that I take responsibility for everything. It's awful. Sis, you've really got to help me. I don't know where to turn. No dice. Not happening, Kim. How can you even call yourself my sister? You're a disgrace. Your little sister is in real danger here. And what? You're laughing? Joking? Making fun of her? Don't you feel like you should help? We're family, Alice. Family are meant to help each other. I really don't care at all. You're on your own. I can't believe you. How can you be so cold? I could very well ask you the same question. Let's take a look at your track record over the last 10 years, shall we? Making a game out of taking any guy that your sister likes, and even trying to ruin her marriage for laughs. That's not even cold, Kim. It's downright cruel. You're such a meanie. I can't believe my own sister is such a jerk. Call me whatever you want. I really don't care. I'm not going to be fazed by a few choice words. But you're a grown adult, Kim. You're not Mommy's favorite little girl anymore. So you know what? You can sort out your own problems. I'm done with this. And how do you expect me to sort this mess out? I mean, find a job? Work? Start paying off the debt little by little? It seems fairly straightforward to me. Working is for losers! I don't wanna! I'm not sure you really have a choice here. If you've gotta work, you've gotta work. I'm pretty sure that if you, Mom, and Neil all work together, you can make it work somehow. Mom doesn't want anything to do with me anymore. She says she's done with me. She's had enough. But what is she going to do? If Dad divorces her, she'll have to move out. And it's not like she's old enough yet to claim a pension. She's going to have to find some way to keep a roof over her head. Why is this happening to me? I don't deserve any of it. It's not fair. Ugh. I'm supposed to be a trophy wife who stays at home and is adored by my rich, successful husband. It's not because you tried to take my husband from me and ruin my marriage. Do you still not get that? This is all because you couldn't let me just be happy with my husband. Because you couldn't leave well enough alone. I've had enough of all of this trash. I'm out. I'm done. Well, word is that Neil's wife has a crazy long list of items and money stolen down to the cent. So there's no escaping that. And rumor has it there's a class action suit in the works about all the unpaid loans. So, doesn't seem like you really have a choice. Good luck. I think you're going to need it. By the way, just so we're clear, I'm going to be blocking you and Mom on WhatsApp now. No hard feelings, right? So don't bother me again. We're through. As far as I'm concerned, you're no longer my sister. Wait, Alice! I need you! I heard that my parents divorced almost immediately after the whole incident. My mom wound up living together with my sister after being forced to move out. But Neil wouldn't leave either of them alone. And soon they all wound up living together. I hear between the three of them, they're working to pay off the settlement money and Neil's child support payments. But Neil is on a rolling contract and is paid by the day. My sister is working at some sleazy bar. And my mom works part-time at a supermarket cash register. The first job she's ever had in her life. It all sounds so desperate that I can't help but laugh. Meanwhile, I heard that Neil's wife moved back to her parents' place after they divorced, and they're helping her to take care of her daughter. And as for me and my husband, we're living very happily indeed. I don't feel any sympathy for my sister. As far as I'm concerned, she got exactly what she deserved. So it doesn't bother me in the slightest. And I'm going to keep living my best life and building a wonderful home with my husband. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more content like this. It really helps the channel out. See you next time.